You're not broke because you're lazy. You're not broke because you didn't get the right opportunities. You're broke because your brain was hacked before you could even spell the word money. And the hackers, your parents, your teachers, your entire society, they didn't mean to do it, but they installed a poverty program in your mind that runs every single day. And here's what makes this truly disturbing. You don't even know it's there. You think your thoughts about money are your thoughts. They are not yours. They were planted there by people who were also hacked. Generation after generation of mental malware passed down like a cursed inheritance. In the next few minutes, I'm going to expose exactly how your brain was compromised, show you the specific code that's keeping you trapped, and give you the tools to finally delete this poverty programming. But I have to warn you, once you see this, you can't unsee it. And some of what you discover might make you angry. It should. The childhood hack. Before you turned 7 years old, your brain was in what scientists call theta state. It's essentially a hypnotic trance where everything you heard went directly into your subconscious mind without any filter. No critical thinking, no questioning, just pure absorption. And what were you absorbing? Every single thing your parents said about money. Money doesn't grow on trees. We can't afford that. Rich people are greedy. Money is the root of all evil. You have to work hard for every penny. These weren't just casual comments. They were installation codes being uploaded directly into your operating system. Direct mental programming. Neuroscientists at Stanford have shown that beliefs formed before age 7 become the foundation for all future thinking patterns. Your parents weren't teaching you about money. They were copying their own corrupted files onto your fresh hard drive. And the worst part, they had no idea they were doing it. They were just passing on what was done to them. But this childhood hack was only the beginning. Because what happened next in your education made things even worse. School sabotage. Now here's something that should genuinely disturb you. The modern school system wasn't designed to create wealthy, independent thinkers. It was designed in the industrial era to create obedient factory workers. The system was never built for your success. Think about it. You sit in rows. You follow a bell schedule. You're taught to memorize and regurgitate, not to question or create. You're graded on compliance, not innovation. And what did they teach you about money? Absolutely nothing. 12 years of education, and not a single class on building wealth. You learned calculus you'll never use. You memorized historical dates you've already forgotten. But budgeting, investing, understanding how money actually works, nothing. This wasn't an oversight. It was by design. The system needs workers who trade time for money, who believe a good job equals success, who fear entrepreneurship because it wasn't taught. Your brain wasn't just hacked at home. It was reinforced at school. But the programming goes even deeper than your education. Because there's an invisible force shaping your money beliefs every single day, and you don't even realize you're being manipulated. Media manipulation. Every day, you're exposed to thousands of subtle messages about money, and almost all of them are designed to keep you consuming, not creating wealth. Hollywood consistently portrays rich people as villains. The wealthy businessman is always corrupt. The millionaire is always lonely and miserable. Money can't buy happiness. Meanwhile, the humble hero who stays poor but good-hearted wins in the end. This isn't coincidence. It's programming. Advertisements are even more insidious. They don't just sell products. They sell the belief that you need external things to be complete, that happiness is just one purchase away. They are designed by psychologists who understand exactly how to bypass your rational mind and trigger emotional spending. Emotional spending destroys wealth. Social media amplifies this 1,000 times. You see curated images of success that trigger inadequacy and impulsive decisions. You're being programmed to spend everything you earn and more. But perhaps the most dangerous hack isn't external at all. It's something happening inside your own mind right now. And it's the real reason you stay broke. Money thermostat. Your brain has a financial thermostat, and it's set to keep you exactly where you are. This isn't metaphor, it's neuroscience. Homeostasis. Just like your body maintains a specific temperature, your subconscious mind maintains a specific income level. It's called your financial set point. And here's what's terrifying about it. Every time you start making more money than your set point allows, your brain will sabotage you to bring you back down. Self-sabotage is not weakness, it's programming. You'll make bad investments. You'll overspend. You'll find reasons why this success won't last. You'll literally push money away without realizing you're doing it. Unconscious self-destruction activated. Studies on lottery winners confirm this. 70% of people who win millions are broke again within a few years. The money changed. Their thermostat didn't. Your external wealth can never exceed your internal programming. And this thermostat was set during those first 7 years of life. It's been running in the background ever since. But knowing your thermostat exists is only half the battle. Because there's a specific type of thought pattern that keeps it locked in place, and it's probably running through your mind right now. Scarcity virus. There's a mental virus that infects 95% of the population, and it's called scarcity thinking. It sounds like this. There's not enough. I might lose what I have. If they win, I lose. The world is not a pie where someone else's slice means less for you, but your infected brain believes it is. Scarcity thinking triggers your amygdala, the fear center of your brain. And when you're in fear, you make terrible financial decisions. You hold onto a bad job because leaving feels too risky. You don't invest because you might lose money. You don't start a business because what if it fails? Fear-based decisions guarantee poverty. Meanwhile, wealthy people operate from abundance thinking. They see opportunities everywhere. They know that money is energy that flows, not a finite resource to hoard. They take calculated risks because they trust more is always available. Same world, same opportunities, completely different mental operating systems. And the scarcity virus doesn't work alone. It has a partner that might be the most destructive financial belief of all. And chances are, you're carrying it right now without even knowing it. Money shame. Here's a question that will reveal your deepest money programming. How do you feel when you imagine yourself wealthy, really wealthy? Mansion, private jet, more money than you could ever spend. Notice the resistance. Notice the discomfort. If you felt anything negative, any shame, any guilt, any sense of that's not me, congratulations. You've just identified your money shame, and it's keeping you broke. Shame, rejection of wealth. Money shame tells you that wanting wealth is greedy, that rich people are different from you, that you don't deserve abundance. This shame often comes from family messages. Don't be flashy. Don't get too big for your boots. Who do you think you are? You cannot attract what you secretly feel ashamed of wanting. The wealthy don't have this shame. They see money as a tool, as energy, as a measure of value created. Money is a terrible master, but an excellent servant. They feel worthy of receiving it. Your shame is a direct line to your poverty programming, and it connects to something even deeper. A belief about what earning money actually requires that has kept generations trapped in financial struggle. Hard work trap. You were taught that money comes from hard work. The harder you work, the more you earn. This belief is a trap. Look around you. The hardest working people on the planet, factory workers, farmers, laborers, are often the poorest. Meanwhile, some people earn millions while sleeping, while on vacation, while doing things they love. Money doesn't come from hard work. Money comes from value creation. There's a massive difference. Hard work exchanges time for money. 1 hour equals 1 payment. Value creation disconnects time from earnings. Build once, earn forever. The wealthy build systems, assets, intellectual property that generate income independently of their direct effort. But your programming tells you that's wrong, that you have to suffer for money, that easy money is suspicious. Working hard for something we don't care about is called stress. Working hard for something we love is called passion. This belief keeps you trading the only non-renewable resource you have, your time, for a salary that will never make you wealthy. But there's another reason the hard work trap persists. It's connected to a deeper belief about what you actually deserve. And this belief might be the master key to your entire money programming. Worthiness wound. At the core of all money problems is one fundamental belief. I am not worthy, the deepest wound driving all financial struggle. Not worthy of abundance, not worthy of ease, not worthy of having more than others. This worthiness wound was created in childhood, long before you had any say in the matter. Maybe you were told you weren't good enough. Maybe love was conditional on performance. Maybe you learned that your needs were a burden. Childhood wounds, adult poverty. These early experiences created a core belief that you have to earn your right to exist, let alone thrive. And no amount of hard work can heal a worthiness wound, because the wound isn't about what you do. It's about who you believe you are. Wealthy people, whether through privilege or inner work, have resolved this wound. They feel inherently worthy of receiving abundance. You yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. They don't apologize for success. They don't minimize their desires. They receive without guilt. Your worthiness wound is running in the background of every financial decision you make. But now that you know it's there, you can begin to heal it. And that brings us to the most powerful reframe you'll ever learn about money. Money is energy. Here's the truth that changes everything. Money is not a thing. Money is energy. Energy. It flows, it moves, it responds to your vibration. This isn't mystical nonsense. It's physics applied to economics. Everything is energy, and that's all there is to it. When you approach money from fear, from scarcity, from desperation, you repel it. Your energy is contracted. Opportunities can't find you. People don't want to give their money to someone who seems needy and grasping. But when you approach money from abundance, from confidence, from genuine value creation, you become magnetic. Confidence attracts abundance. Think about it. Would you rather invest in someone who seems desperate or someone who radiates certainty? Would you rather buy from someone who needs the sale or someone who believes in what they offer? Your relationship with money is a mirror of your relationship with yourself. Heal your inner relationship, and your outer finances must follow. The energy you bring to money determines what money brings to you, but understanding this isn't enough. You need to know how to actually reprogram your brain, and that's exactly what we're going to cover now. Reprogram now. You now understand how your brain was hacked, the childhood programming, the school reinforcement, the media manipulation, the scarcity virus, the shame, the worthiness wound. Now it's time to delete these files and install new ones. First, awareness. You cannot change what you cannot see. Notice when scarcity thoughts arise. Catch the shame. Feel the unworthiness. Just observe without judgment. Second, interrupt. When you catch a poverty thought, physically interrupt it. Say cancel or delete out loud. Break the pattern. Catch, interrupt, reprogram. Third, replace. Install new beliefs through repetition. I am worthy of wealth. Money flows to me easily. I create massive value. Repeat these new programs until they become your dominant thoughts. Fourth, immerse. Surround yourself with abundance. Read about wealth. Listen to successful people. Change your information diet completely. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Your brain was programmed for poverty. Now you have the source code. Time to become your own programmer. You didn't choose to be programmed for poverty, but you can choose to delete that programming today. The only thing standing between you and wealth is outdated mental software. Everything you've struggled with financially, the fear, the scarcity, the self-sabotage, none of it was your fault. You were working with corrupted code, but now you know the truth. Knowledge is power. Freedom. Your thoughts about money aren't really yours. They are inherited viruses from people who were also infected. Your financial thermostat can be reset. Your worthiness wound can be healed. Your entire relationship with abundance can transform. The wealthy aren't smarter than you. They weren't born with better luck. Whether you think you can or think you can't, you're right. They simply have different programming. And now you have the tools to install that same programming in your own mind. Your brain was hacked to keep you broke, but you just discovered the hack. You hold the antivirus. The question is, will you use it? If this exposed something in you, subscribe. There's more uncomfortable truth to uncover. Share this with someone still running poverty software.